Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now back to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This defense for the Steelers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. That's complete to Hutchinson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
And this game, for them, is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down.
Let's go.
1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
That's another Steelers 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead.
The kicker on for the extra
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw McCarthy. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down.
Go, track. Go, 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 70 Lions.
Now McCarthy. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Rock incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Colts, 1st down.
Taylor is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Steelers' 2-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Calvin Austin on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The good pickup there, 26 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And it is caught. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 5. 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be
He's got him in. Complete. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 30, not quite to the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing is McCarthy. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Got it. Ready?
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40.
And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, Shaq. Cougar 19.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Marte Mapu. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
19 Tiger.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. This is Brown going up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Right back to Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Brown with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead.
So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
That one finds Pierce right side. Down inside the 10.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be snapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Throwing again, McCarthy.
Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 30.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Open nose, Metcalf. He's got it. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
18 Cardinal.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Brown with his stick skills. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Let's go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren, 65 yards. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Steelers first down.
An inside give, Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
39-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll go on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. Certainly not what they want.
I've been dealing, billing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leak